It is our honor to invite the owners of Lam Cheong Kee, Mr. Lam, to share his entrepreneurial story with us. Firstly, we would like to ask why would you choose fishball as the product of your company among numerous snacks? Also, would you please tell us the origin of your company name?
Fishball? I think fishball is the most popular and attractive snack among Hong Kong people. In fact, I like to eat fish as well. Thus, I would choose to sell fishball in my company. Regarding the origin of Lam Cheong Kee, it is actually affected by my grandfather. If you have paid attention, you will discover that there is a picture which is the Bank of Cheong Kee sticked on the wall of my shop. Actually, that bank is operated by my grandfather. For me, I am the descendant and name is my surname. Hence, my company called Lam Cheong Kee.
Oh, I see. So the next question is, compared to other snack shops in Hong Kong, what do you think about your shop competitive advantage?
In my opinion, fishball is ordinary, not a special thing indeed. When I was young, I think fishball tastes delicious. However, fishball somehow has been spoiled in nowadays. Maybe you have never tried real and fresh fishball in your generation. Actually, it's very simple. With the fresh ingredients, fishball will taste good, not difficult. To be honest, the taste of food in nowadays is plain and it contains a lot of MSG and chemical substances. Some of the snack shops produce fishball with flour and a lot of spicy sauce to make it smells good, but it's still flour. However, people used to make it the fishball by using fresh fish and they are daily made. They are made it for sales, families and friends to eat, but it's still fresh. That's why it's tasty. If the seafood is fresh, it is delicious. Otherwise, it is fishy.
Yes, I agree because I think fish tastes fishy and quite smelly, so I don't like it. Because my friend like your fishbowl, so I often visit your shop and I discovered that your fishbowl tastes good and not really fishy at all.
Yes, it is because the ingredients are fresh.
What is the business ownership of the company? Are you the sole owner or how many owners or partners are there?
So owner.
There are three stores that separately located in Mong Kok, Tsuen Wan, and Tsim Sha Tsui. Is there any reasons to locate the stores in these districts? And have you considered to have the expansion of your company?
Yes, we do have expansion plan. In fact, we will establish 3 more stores in Saiwan, To Kwa Wan, and North Point soon. And renovation is now in progress.
I see then. Is there any reasons to locate the stores in these districts?
Of course, we hope to establish our store in those districts with high population density, such as Causeway Bay, Wan Chai. However, the rental fee is extremely high in that district, and we cannot afford it by selling fishball in such low price only, $10 and $20. How can you attain the break-even sales to cover the rental labor costs? You can calculate it. For example, in terms of my Cheng Wai store, there is average 900 customers per day. For Tsim Sha Tsui store, it has around 600 to 700 customers per day. These locations range is less than $100,000. If it is in those high populated districts like Causeway Bay, the rent would be $100,000, even $200,000. It is hard to maintain by selling the same thing. You have to calculate the operation costs. Maybe you would say there may have 2,000 people per day, but to operate my own business, I think it is not possible to take a high risk. Therefore, we have a procedure in selecting the district to operate our store. Firstly, setting the affordable range of rental fee. Secondly, estimating the number of patrons. Finally, determining the location of the store.
We would like to know when you have started up your own business and which industry you have engaged in before. Do you have any related experience can be shared with us?
Actually, I have engaged in other business before Lam Cheong Kee. I have started up my own business when I was 22 till now. In fact, I am transformed from other industry to this industry. It is because I am not really interested in former industry and I love eating and cooking. Meanwhile, I think that food in nowadays tastes bad. Hence, I try to transform into catering industry and start up Lam Cheong Kee. One of the missions of Lam Cheong Kee is no good, no sell. Thus, we only sell fishball and do not sell snacks that taste bad. Some people asked me why I don't sell other products but only fishball. This is the reason behind. Actually, it is not that difficult to purchase other snacks from wholesalers. I can buy a lot of drinks and sell it on my shop. But I didn't do that because I must stick to our mission.
As you mentioned that you have started your business while you are at 22, so what is the motivational reason to affect you to start up your own business? For example, is it because of willing to be my own boss or avoiding unemployment?
As a matter of fact, I am willing to become just an employee but not a boss. I worked in a company for 2 to 3 years. At that time, I was lucky that my boss provided me a lot of opportunities, so I can be promoted to a higher position within a short period of time. In view of my youth, there were discrepancies between me and my boss. For me, I like to create new things. My boss preferred conservative thinking. Thus, I tried to start my own business.
What have been the biggest difficulties when you open up Lam Cheong Kee within these 2 years?
I think human issue is the biggest difficulty. I had experienced some issues and I almost lost my company at that time. I tried to let someone to become a partner and let him to be help in accounting stuff. However, some issues happened. I cannot handle both operation and administrative stuff. In the beginning of the business, I mainly focused on the duties of front of house, such as creating a good image of my company, training my staff about my company's concept and vision. We are not the ordinary snack shop. I'm not sure whether you notice it or not. Although the customer purchases fishbowl for $10 only, all staff in the store will say thank you to our guest. Some of the snack store may want their customers leave immediately after they finish their meal. But on the contrary, we treat every customer with politeness and maintain a clean environment of our store, which customers come often in reliance on our sincere act. I think working in catering industry not only guests with delicacies, but also interact with guests sincerely. Some of the guests always come to our store and we become friends later. Sometimes they buy the fishbowl and have a chat with me, and it is how a business comes from. I'd emphasize on having interaction and communication with guests instead of just operating a snack store, and it's the operating concept of Lam Cheong Kee.
Yes, Lam Cheong Kee staff are so nice. I remember once I went there to buy fishball, but there was not enough coins for change. The staff did not get any money from me, but still let me buy the fishball on credit.
It's you!
I have never thought of a snack store with being confined in their customers, but I was afraid I forgot, so I decided to visit the store next time.
For me, I always tell my staff do not care too much. If our customers forget to bring their wallet, it doesn't matter to pay it next time. Although we may suffer some losses as an entrepreneur, we should be generous for building good relationship with our customers.
Where did you look for capital? Are you using your own money or financed by the organization?
I used my savings from my former business. In terms of my printing business, it was shrinking and the workload was reducing. Thus, employees came to Lam Cheong Kee and helped. Some guests asked about why our staff can speak Italian, Korean, Japanese, English, Mandarin, and German. Because of the printing business, our staff have to communicate with guests from different countries, and it is the reason why our staff can speak multi languages. Guests are curious why we are engaged in catering industry. But what I think the most important is me and my staff feel more satisfied and pleasant after we are doing the catering business. Because food and deliver happy feeling, when we feel happy, we can share the happiness to every guest.
So now I'm gonna ask you a little bit sensitive question. How much can you earn in average for a day, and how long have you spent in order to reach your break even?
Different stores will have different rental fees, environments, and number of customers. Take Cheng Wai store as an example. It is one of the trial store and the rental fee in there is the most expensive among all stores. We estimated the rental fee of Cheng Wai store is about $40,000, but the actual rental fee is about $50,000 to $60,000. Since I've grown up in Cheng Wai, I know clearly about the location and I decided that location as our trial store. With about 900 people purchase fishbowl per day, there is about $12,000 to $13,000 revenue earned. It's easy to calculate as we only sell for $10 or $20. Through this calculation, workers from office estimate the required inventory, the most popular day in a month, and so on. Cheng Wai store has operated for a month and it is earning more revenues. Now we are using 60% of the resources and we estimated that we can earn at most $15,000 for a day. If I worked on it, it could have $20,000 per day, which is a quite good result for operating a street snack shop. The shops surrounds see many customers purchase fishbowl in our shop. They are not familiar with us and they asked, "Why are you selling?" And we asked, "Just selling fishbowl. Why can attract so many people queuing up for it?" We just give them to try and they can understand.
So here comes the last questions. What requirements do you think a successful entrepreneur should have, and how can people start up their own business successfully? Can you share more about your point of view?
Actually, I do not think I am not successful entrepreneur. However, in order to success, you should work hard, be enthusiastic, and concentrated in doing anything. Most of the people nowadays give up easily, but I think once you decided to do a thing, you should be well prepared and work hard to meet the target. If you notice my shop sign, you can discover there is a small stand beside Lam Cheong Kee and it states snack shop. Maybe later there will state Lam Cheong Kee herbal tea shop, Lam Cheong Kee wonton noodle shop. Meanwhile, doing business is the same as gambling. It's all about luck. Even though you have money, you may not be able to